Yep.
What does the field of entrepreneurship look like for, let's say, somebody who's just getting out of college? What might the job outlook or the field look like for that student?
Yeah, that's always one of the more difficult questions, right? And I get this when we have students and their parents come in and say, "What's my student going to do with a major in entrepreneurship?" Because they don't have capital, and if they don't have capital, they can't start their business. So here's the thing. So we've got lots of different types of students who come in. We've got students who just know they've started a business in high school and they want to grow it and expand it. We've got students who come from family businesses who want to grow their skill set. And then we've got students who just want to know they want to own their own business at some point. So the field is wide open, right? So there's no industry, right? So there's an automotive industry, and there's there's marketing, there's all these other things. There's no industry for entrepreneurship. It can be anything. So the beauty of it is it's really, and I have a little tagline, right? I can't teach passion and I can't teach ideas, but we can teach a skill set that allows you to take your passion and your ideas and turn it into a business. And so as we look at the field of entrepreneurship, it's really about, I would argue that it's about understanding customers and the marketplace, and understanding what their needs and wants are, and then being able to bring that to the market. But generally speaking, you need to bring it to the marketplace within a field where you have passion or understanding, right? I can't just go, oh, that looks like a neat problem, I'm going to go solve that, if I don't have a skill set, right, that allows me to solve that. I'm not a tech guy, so I'm not going to go solve the world's tech problems. I call people to help me with that. And so, when you look at the field of entrepreneurship, it's about starting and growing businesses. I also think it's about buying and selling of businesses, and it's about going into family business. So, and you even mentioned it earlier, is entrepreneurship. Yeah. Entrepreneurship is taking your skill sets inside of a large company or even a medium-sized company, right, and making a difference. It's the understanding that even if I'm an accountant in a business, I don't just have to do accounting. I can bring more skills to the table, more thought process. I can understand how everything works together. And so really, when we look at the field of entrepreneurship, for me, it's about developing a skill set that is global in nature. Now, here's the interesting part. When I say global, I'm not talking international global. I'm talking about operations, finance, marketing, human resources, sales. It's understanding all the components of a business and how they interact together. When I was at the manufacturing company, operations and sales guys fought all the time. You didn't make the right product. You didn't have the right product available to me. Well, you sold, and it was really about getting them to understand, look, guys, if we work together, this is how we take care of our customer. Fighting with each other doesn't take care of our customer. And if we don't take care of our customer, we're not going to be in business. And so the field of entrepreneurship, I think, is really about learning and growing a skill set that will allow you to listen what the market wants and then bring to the market what they need. So I don't know if that answers that question, but
no, absolutely. And as a high school student thinking about, studying this in college and then what I'm going to do after college, it can be a mix of all those things. And I think, from your work experience, you're a great example of this, where maybe you start out as that entrepreneur where you really latch onto a company that you believe strongly in their mission.
Yep.
And then you can learn a great skill set by working for a great company, right? Yeah. You develop those skills, and then eventually you may find your idea, your business that you want to build. If you're not one of those students who wants to come right out of college with a business, right?
Sometimes you don't have the capital or the skill set. You need to develop that. It's okay to go work for somebody else and learn that, build that. A lot of entrepreneurs don't get going until 35, 40, 45, but the skill set doesn't change, right? And that's why I take that approach. It's about building the skill set, because that doesn't change and it can be applied to anything that you do. So yes, you don't have to go have a company started right after, at graduation, be ready to launch your company. But I do have students who do that. I think later you're going to ask me about some success stories, and I've got some for you. But yeah, it's the family business. It's the student with the idea. It's just the student who wants to build a skill set that's not. I like marketing, but I don't want to be just in marketing. I like finance, but I don't just want to be in finance. I was an accounting major. I've branched out way beyond accounting. Although my accounting background has prepared me to to be very successful in business because I understand financial statements. I understand that financial statements tell a story. And if you know the story, then you can make adjustments and become more successful. So,
yeah, that's awesome that your accounting experience was just helps you build that, like you talked about, the global skill set that you're talking about. Accounting is one piece of that, right? That's
it was. And then economics, my 21 hours in economics was invaluable. Labor, I took a labor econ class, and I took an industrial organizations class and a public finance class, and I still tap back into those things. That was in the 80s I took those classes, but I still tap back into them today, and they're still valuable to me today. And I think that's the importance of it from my perspective, is that I still use all that stuff today.